Imagine this. It's a warm day in Honolulu, Hawaii, August 1994. The Circus International is in full swing, with thousands of spectators cheering as they watch the main event. But in an instant, joy turns to horror. A 20-year-old elephant named Tyke suddenly lashes out, crushing her trainer to death and injuring 13 others. Panic fills the air as the enormous 8,000-pound animal charges out of the arena, rampaging through the streets of Kaka'ako. For 30 long minutes, Tyke runs wild through the city, a terrifying sight no one could have predicted. Onlookers gasp in shock, while police scramble to contain the situation. Finally, after firing 86 shots, Tyke collapses, her massive body lying lifeless in the middle of the street. But this wasn't just an isolated incident, it was a heartbreaking culmination of years of mistreatment and abuse in the circus industry. Why did Tyke snap? What drove this gentle giant to such a violent end? Could it have been prevented? Today, we'll uncover the tragic story of Tyke the Elephant, a story that ignited a worldwide outcry for animal rights and changed the circus industry forever. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the events leading up to that fateful day and the legacy Tyke left behind. Welcome back, Savage Tribe. If you love jaw-dropping wild animal encounters, you've come to the right place. This is Savage Tales, Animal Encounters. In our last episode, we took a deep dive into the dramatic standoff between a pride of lions and an unsuspecting safari guide. A real heart-pounding moment. And if you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out after this one. It's one you don't want to miss. But today we're switching gears from the savannas to the streets of Honolulu, Hawaii. We're diving into the unbelievable story of Tyke, the circus elephant who shocked the world when she went on a rampage, killing her trainer and running wild through the city. What pushed this gentle giant over the edge? What was the aftermath? And how did it forever change the circus industry? Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and smash that notification bell so you never miss a wild new episode. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. So sit back, get ready, and let's dive into today's episode of Savage Tales Animal Encounters, where the wild side always has a story to tell. Before the tragic events of August 1994 that saw Tyke the Elephant rampaging through the streets of Honolulu, there were alarming signs that something was deeply wrong with her treatment and emotional state. According to Tyrone Taylor, Tyke's trainer at the time, this was not the first time she had acted out violently. In fact, Tyke had been involved in multiple dangerous incidents, each one escalating in severity and signaling growing distress within the animal. The first major incident occurred in April 1993 during a performance at the Jaffa Shrine Center in Altoona, Pennsylvania. As crowds watched the circus spectacle unfold, Tyke suddenly broke free, storming out of the building. Untethered and running loose for over an hour, the damage left in her wake totaled more than $14,000. While the crowd was left in shock, reports surfaced that Tyke had attacked a tiger trainer earlier that same day, although the incident had gone largely unaddressed by circus management. The circus moved on, and so did Tyke, though her actions were a clear sign of her unrest. Just a few months later, in July 1993, Tyke lashed out again. This time the event took place at the North Dakota State Fair in Minot. In front of a terrified crowd, Tyke ran amok for 25 minutes, trampling and seriously injuring her handler, Michael Persley. Chaos ensued as Tyke ran wildly around the fairgrounds, causing mass panic. Once again, Tyke's actions were dismissed as a dangerous animal acting out, without deeper consideration of the physical and emotional toll the circus environment was taking on her. Documents from the USDA and Canadian law enforcement tell an even darker story about Tyke's life in the circus. Eyewitness reports describe Tyke being severely beaten by her handlers, particularly in one instance with the Tarzan Zerbini circus. The single-tusked African elephant was publicly beaten so badly that she screamed in pain, falling to her knees in an attempt to avoid the blows. Even after the beatings ended, Tyke's behavior revealed the extent of her trauma. Every time her handler approached, she would scream and attempt to veer away, demonstrating the sheer terror and trauma ingrained from years of mistreatment. These prior incidents illustrate Tyke's growing desperation and instability, each episode a cry for help in an environment that pushed her to her breaking point. The pattern of abuse, neglect and fear ultimately culminated in the violent outburst in August 1994 that resulted in Tyke's tragic and fatal rampage. On August 20th, 1994, during a packed performance at Circus International in Honolulu, Hawaii, chaos erupted in a way no one could have imagined. Tyke, a 20-year-old 8,000-pound African elephant, reached her breaking point. In a violent outburst, she trampled and critically injured her groomer, Dallas Beckwith, tossing him around the ring like a rag doll in front of horrified spectators. Tyke's trainer, Alan Campbell, rushed in to save Beckwith, but tragically he became the next victim. Knocked to the ground, Campbell was dragged and crushed to death under Tyke's enormous weight. With the crowd in a panic, Tyke charged out of the arena and into the streets of Honolulu, leaving a path of destruction in her wake. Publicist Steve Hirano, in a brave but desperate attempt to stop her from escaping, was quickly overpowered and injured by the frenzied elephant. The situation spiraled out of control as Tyke thundered through the city for 30 terrifying minutes. Local police, seeing no way to subdue her, began firing, but it wasn't enough to stop the enraged elephant. With police and bystanders watching in horror, 86 shots were fired before Tyke finally collapsed, bleeding heavily from her wounds. The once majestic creature lay motionless on the pavement, her tragic end marking the culmination of years of mistreatment in the circus world. This horrifying event became a pivotal moment in the fight against animal cruelty in circuses, forever changing the way the public viewed the exploitation of wild animals for entertainment. The tragic events of August 20th, 1994, when Tyke the Elephant went on a rampage in Honolulu, marked more than just the end of her life. It sparked a nationwide conversation about the ethics of using wild animals in circuses and became a powerful symbol for animal rights. Following her death, Tyke's story became a rallying point for activists, pushing for change in how elephants and other exotic animals are treated in the entertainment industry. In the immediate aftermath, a wave of lawsuits hit the city of Honolulu, the state of Hawaii, the circus, and Tyke's owner, John Cuneo Jr., and his Hawthorne Corporation. The plaintiffs included families and children who had witnessed the brutal shooting of Tyke, suffering severe psychological trauma as a result. Representing them was Honolulu lawyer William Fenton Sink, who fought for justice on their behalf. Though the lawsuits were settled out of court, the financial compensation remained sealed from public knowledge. To honor Sink's dedication to the cause, Animal Rights Hawaii renamed its Order of the Innocent Award to the William Fenton Sink Award for Defense of Animals, a lasting tribute to his work in the Tyke case. Alan Campbell, Tyke's trainer, tragically lost his life in the chaos. His autopsy revealed that he suffered massive internal injuries, including skull and chest fractures, highlighting the sheer force of Tyke's attack. While Campbell's death shocked the circus community, it raised crucial questions about the ethics of wild animal training and the risks associated with it. Tyke's tragic story led to lasting change. In December 2018, New Jersey became the first state in the US to officially ban circuses, carnivals and fairs from featuring elephants, tigers and other exotic animals. This landmark legislation was a testament to the movement sparked by Tyke's heartbreaking rampage. While Tyke herself suffered immensely, her legacy continues to protect animals from similar fates, inspiring further bans and reforms worldwide. Tyke's tragic journey, from an exploited circus elephant to a symbol of animal rights, has reshaped the circus industry and continues to serve as a reminder of the importance of compassion, respect, and care for all animals. Wow, what a heartbreaking and powerful story. From Tyke's traumatic experiences in the circus to her tragic rampage on that fateful day in 1994, her story has left a lasting impact on how we view the treatment of animals in entertainment. It's a stark reminder that no animal should endure the kind of abuse Tyke faced. And her legacy continues to drive real change for animals around the world. If you found Tyke's story as moving as we did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all of our upcoming animal encounter stories. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. How do you think we can continue pushing for better treatment of animals in entertainment? And as always, thanks for watching Savage Tales Animal Encounters, where we bring you the raw, real stories of wildlife and their incredible and sometimes tragic interactions with humans. We'll see you next time.